Welcome back to my JunkPunk Let's Play. This is episode 3. On the last episode, we started laying out our foundations for the automation part of it. We got all this, and then we had some power. Let me scroll on out. In between the last episode and this episode, I went and collected some resources, and let me show you in here. I got the big pipe ready for our water, which we didn't connect, and then we have all the power that we need to connect here, plus over in the growing area. Let's go over there and take a look. So today's episode, we're going to get all this up and running. Hopefully we'll work through the tech key. Let me show you some other things that have been collected. I ended up getting another pail, which is pretty cool. I did find some chef hats and some plunger hats, and I think just for funds, let's put on the plunger hat today. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's close it out. Yeah, styling. So plunger, nice. So we did find a few hats on the last one. Pails we got. Of course, we did collect all the plants and stuff from a couple episodes. This container's full of scrap metal. And then we have quite a few scrap metal in here, along with some other resources. But this one here, we need to get going with, let's see, where is, I think that's the steel scrap. And then we need some rubber scrap. So we have copper, steel, and rubber. And let's finish up this part over here, and let's see. Oh, there we go. Connection. Let's get the pipe going. There we go. And then let's get some wiring done. So I want to finish connecting this. I did move one of these turbines over one. I just think it works well in between. So let's take a look for power, and let's put pole. And apparently I'm missing something on basic capacitors. That was short-lived. Got something already. I did clear out some other resources and things around. That's basic capacitors. To get to where we're at, I cleaned up down there some electronics and some scrap metal off in the distance there, and then it was enough to make sure we had some resources to get this going. Hopefully we have enough to do all of it. We will see as we get going. If we have to stop and I have to go scavenge, maybe we'll do that together. Let's go there. Let's go there, and I think I'll just run a cable straight across there. Don't need any cable over there. Let's see, how much cable do I have? I have 2. I need a whole lot more. So let's change and take some of that. And let's craft, I don't know, let's do 10 for now. Let's go ahead and put wind on each one of these. No, it's probably overkill. Right now we're doing 15. We're using 8, so we may be all right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and make a connection, and then just see there to there. Let's turn it around so I can see. That'll work. Make power cable from there to there. Put that into there. And down here. Go from there to there. And from there to there. And there into there. Just see how much power usage we're using. rotate, and from there to there. All right, and let's just check our usage here. Where we at? Well, it says we're doing 14 out of 15. So let's go ahead and put our plants and get those growing. Get that rocket rolling and get some water. So let's pull out all this. Oops, we don't need the motors. There. There. And fill all these up. Oh, there we go. Somehow I'm all right. Too close. There we go. And Q inventory. Drop that in there. And then that should be all of our plants inside there. So let's get some water. Start extracting. And let's just do a time lapse on this until I get this all full and squared away. And then we'll come back. All right. All right. Now that we're back, you can see that some of the plants have already started growing. All the water's full, and the water dispensing is full. And it will give you a readout what percentage they are for completion. So we're going to go ahead, and now we're going to work over on this side. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to connect the two grids or if I want to keep them separate. I think we'll just go ahead and keep them separate, only because that one over there is pretty much maxed out. So let's go ahead and move or put the power. I've got enough basics, so yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We'll try to keep it close to the power here, there, and that one's on the other side, so maybe we'll do something, I don't know, here, and then we'll rotate it over. Keep this one in line there, and then that'll be it. And I've got 3 cables left. So let's do this. Let's bring, yeah. Let's do our connection. Power cable. Bring it over there. And then we'll bring this one over there. And then let's connect these two. From there to there. Okay. I know it looks pretty bad right now, but it'll be okay. This is a temporary just to get us through the first monolith, so we won't be here long, and it doesn't, there's not a lot. We're just getting through the tech keys, the biological and the tech keys to open up monolith, to complete monolith 1 to move on to monolith 2. So let's put this power cable in here. Then let's rotate so we can see. And power cable from there to there. And then this to there. And the machines are already starting up. And let's put that into there. This all the way down to here. Looks like we're still creating power. That's awesome. And looks like we have one more power pole we need to put down. Let's put it there. Looks like we have just enough cable. So that is awesome. Connection, power cable, there, to there. All right. Looks like our grid generation is 8 and our grid usage is 8. So I think what I'd like to do is go ahead and put another, maybe 2 more turbines if I can put them, or let's go ahead and play with the solar and see if we have enough to do a solar panel. We need a circuit board and some resistors, so let's go get those. There's resistors, there's a circuit board. Hopefully we have enough. We'll put a battery or something in between. I don't know, a couple. See how many we got. Honestly, I haven't spent a lot of time on wire spools on doing solar. I've been watching the thing on the bottom right, and right now it's solar's at 26%, 25%. Keeps falling, but I think that's because it's nighttime, which is I think the kind of downfall for solar. The wind always seems like it's blowing, so it's always producing, so the power doesn't get disturbed as much. So if you're looking for a base that is running all the time, we definitely want to put the, can't see where the power thing is. So let's do that there. And it looks like I'm missing something. What am I missing here? Basic capacitors. So I need 5. And I need 5 there. Well, that's not going to help. I want to get this up and going and show you guys. So let's just see if we have enough to do one more wind turbine. Small gears, large gears. Just to make sure. And then between this episode, the next episode, I'll collect some more and we'll set up a solar array and do it that way. So put that. And let's just put, whoops. Let's put a wind generator there, and that should help us make sure that we're producing. Connection from there to there. We could go ahead, didn't even think about that. Let's make another wire and let's connect the battery to the grid, and it should charge the battery. right? So let's make a couple more cables. We could always use cables. We'll need cables in Monolith too. So go ahead and make that up. Down here, let's connect this battery. Power cable from there to there. And love the animation. Nice. All right. It says it's the power. So there's our battery, 64 out of 1,000. Max output 40. So it should help us. All right. So let us. It's getting dark. Getting dark quick. While it's dark, let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away first. Clear out our inventory. There. Close that. And keep that for now. And let us, whoops, drop something. Wire spool. Put that in there. All right. So let's look at the recipe manual and the tech key. And since the tech key is the very first one on our over here, let's go ahead and work on that. So right now I see that it needs 40 gold ingots. Okay. So what do we need for gold ingots? So we want to go down here, I think to this one. And we want to see gold ingots. So we need gold scrap. So I always tend to run it backwards. And then it just helps me. So we need gold scrap. We get that from electronics. We can get that from scrap shredded. So we have an abundance of scrap shredded. So let's just go ahead and run scrap shredded. So we want scrap shredded. And we get that from scrap metal. We have a lot of that. So it's kind of like one of our main sources of, resources here. So let's go ahead and run a bunch of scrap shredded. Let's go ahead and drop that stuff in. We don't need that. And we'll drop it in here. Maybe. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and start running through the machine now. Now remember, we can hook this up to that storage container and just run it through. So I don't know if it'll pull everything, but then that means we need to add scrap shredded there anyway. So I wish it was a little lighter so you guys could see what's going on, but it's coming in here. And then it's pulling out. So the scrap shredded takes 10 scrap shredded to make 1 gold scrap. So that's what it's doing. It's getting up to 10, dropping down here, and then it's going out. See, there it goes. And it's coming in here, and then it's turning into the gold ingot. So it's taking 4 gold scrap to make 1 gold ingot. And if we come down here, it's going to hold here until we have something for it to fabricate. So right now we're at 2. So we're just going to keep doing that for now. We could go ahead and run electronic scrap. And I can't remember if that is actually less. So that's 1 to 1. Let's see how much electronic scrap we have. We have quite a bit. So let's go ahead. Oh, we could take this and drop it right in here. We could drop it down here and it'll automatically cycle through. So, but let's go ahead and belt. scrap belt. And let's go here. Am I missing something? I am. Scrap metal and rubber scrap. Let's pull one of that. And let's get some rubber scrap. Steel. I lost it. Where is that? There it is. All right. Let's go ahead and run that in there. So it's going to go ahead and dump a bunch of stuff in here. It's going to come out gold. We can see it better during the day. And it should prioritize and leave. So if you're worried about inventory filling up and then not being able to put things in and have to transfer, it used to be that way. Now there's a little icon up there and it says this is reserved for scrap metal. So you could always go like this and then it will fill up, you know, one of these other spots. So, yep. Easy peasy. Electronic scrap is going to go in there. Now, if we were to change this over to electronic scrap, it would automatically reserve this spot for electronic scrap, and then this would go in there. So you'd have to clear this out, of course, because then it's plugged. But it just turned daylight. Oh, we got a dust storm. That's what's going on. All right. So let's see what else we can do. In the meantime, we can go ahead and move stuff over. So let's look at what we could take over. So 200 gears, basic motors, some circuit boards, processors. Let's grab that stuff and then just take it over so we can get our inventory a little cleared out. Let's see. Let's go ahead and I'm going to drop this in there. And I'm going to drop this in there. And then let's go ahead and grab some of this. We need that, and that, and that, and processors, and motors, and gears. And, oh, I did find some orange paint. We can paint ourselves too. So, we can do that. Oop. It's going to be a little hard to, but, yep, we turned orange. All right, so, let's see what else. I think I got everything I have in my inventory. Let's see if I have any more motors. Let's see. I don't remember, did I? Oh, I do. Let's grab those motors. I haven't found a big use for all of this pipe. So, we'll take that. Or basic pumps. So put that there. Put our hats down here. Let's get a little organized in our inventory. What do you guys say? There. Put that over there. And then let's go ahead and grab the gold ingots while we're here. Take that over too. Oops, wrong one. Next one. Grab those. And we'll let that run. We'll go over here and drop stuff in our tech. And then we're moving closer to getting our tech key done. So let me go ahead and continue working on this. This should be our tech key. And all we have to do is these you actually have to drag in and place. And then it will give us a count. So this is all we're going to be working on today because we want to knock out one tech key and then we want to like harvest our plants and make sure that's going. So we're going to do that. but the more we get done here, the less we have to produce. This is all found stuff again from the different scraps. Oh, we don't need, I thought we needed that one. That goes in there. And that goes down there. We need 8 more, and then we'll move on to the aluminum ingot. So let's go double check that. Love the plunger hat though. Like, that's styling. Styling. You go, little dude. All right. Once we hit the 8 gold, we'll move on to the platinum. So let's see where we're at. Are we at 8 yet? 4. And then it's easier to go ahead and like work back again on this because it'll stop. It won't filter anymore past the machine. So if you change something here, the gold won't continue on that way unless the recipe calls for gold. So that's pretty cool. And are we getting close? Six. So we got 2 more. Okay. And let's just look at our recipe manual. Tech key, aluminum's next. So it's a big one. So let's go ahead and we'll start looking at getting the aluminum. It's the most time, or it's the one that causes us more time. So as soon as the gold kicks out of there, we'll go ahead and switch this to aluminum. There it is. So we're going to change this room to aluminum, and then it's not going to kick any gold. So what it's going to do is it's going to go and it's just going to fill this one up. So aluminum we can get from, where is it at? Aluminum in rare metal or electronics. So the electronics is a 1-to-1 and the rare metal is 1-to-1, but I'd leave the rare metal for the platinum. Platinum is the only one we can get in the rare metal. So let's look at the electronic scrap. So let's do that. Aluminum out of the electronic scrap. And let's change this to filter aluminum scrap. Electronic scrap. There we go. So now it's going to throw all this through. And it's going to kick out aluminum. So let's move this out. Let's move that in. And we should have one that is already aluminum scrap here somewhere. Platinum, aluminum. So let's put that and force that through. Let's put it down there. Whoops, wrong one, right there. That's going to filter through. It'll be a steady supply. We need 100 of those, so that. And then it's just going to fill up here. So let me continue getting these together, and then when we get all the ingots done, we'll come back and I'll show you guys the process for the gears and things. So be right back. Okay, so I have all the ingots now. We're going to start with the resistors. So it says we need 1 copper ingot, 1 plastic ingot. All right, so we're going to clear this out. So we need copper, and then we need plastic. So we need to pick one or the other. And to get copper, we need copper scrap. We don't have a lot of that. But the good thing is, from copper scrap, though, if we go down here to get copper scrap, we can get that from scrap shredded. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. Put that there. And then we're going to change this here to be here. And we get that through. And then this will be great because that's what we'll need on the next one. So we need scrap shredded. So it's going to go ahead and start kicking it out. In the meantime, let's go check our water situation and fill it up and check our plants. How are we doing? We're at 92%. It looks like we're out of water. So let's go ahead and fill it up. Get it in our inventory. There we go. Let's fill up what we empty. Why it's not filling it up. There we go. Can't see it. Almost there. All right. So let's go ahead and fill this up. No power. Why do we not have power? Looks like we're using 14. That's not good. So we need copper. And I have some rubber. I do not. Let's look see if it's in the machine. Steel rubber. All right, let's see if we can get this fixed. I think I need resistors and things. Or gears. I think it's gears, right? So I need small gears, large gears. And we just took all of our small gears, so we have some large gears. So let's see if we can make some small gears. Small gears. What we need, steel scrap. I think there's some of that in here. There. And 10 should be enough, I hope. And then can't put it there, so let's put it down here. Scrap. Rotate. And we have one cable. So connection, power cable, there to there. Now hopefully that's all back up. This we're doing 20 out of 14. Looks like our water is going again. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this up one more time. Just fill one. And we're full there. And then let's see. We don't need that. Let's drop this back off. Let's see how much copper scrap we have. Or copper ingots. And then we need plastic ingots. So I think we need 200. Right? Need 200 of the resistors. Darn it. Come on. There we go. Yep. We need 200 of the resistors. We have 89, so that's 111 we need. And how much copper? It's 1. It does 10. So we need 10, so we should have enough. So let's do some plastic through here. Change this to plastic ingot. I'll take this off. And we're going to change this to Nothing. So we need this to change to plastic shredded. Because what's going to happen is if we have to move it now, since this one's in its place, move it down here, it'll go off to the next one, and then that's where it makes plastic. So this part we'll have to manually do. But then how many plastic do we need for each resistor? 1. So yeah, it's already producing. I don't know if you guys seen that, but it's already producing resistors. We have 30. We need 110. So let me go ahead and get the rest of this collected and move stuff around, and then I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to go drop some stuff off. All right, hold on. All right, so I'm back. As you can see, I've gotten a full inventory here. I don't have all the materials needed to complete the tech, but let's go ahead and take that up, drop that off, so I can free up some more inventory, get charged up, continue on, and then yeah, let's bring you back after all that's done. It's a lot of monotonous right now, moving back and forth and moving materials around to get that. I do think what I'm going to end up doing though is disconnecting that last storage container, only so everything stays in there and it's a little easier for me to move stuff around. But we should get a lot of this knocked out. And then I want to check the I'll keep you around and check the plants, get those done. A lot of this other stuff we can put into, I just dropped them. A lot of the plants and collect those. Make sure those are okay. I'll show you that. As you can see, we won't have much left. We should be able to finish the tech key up on this episode, and then the next episode, what we'll do is we'll work on the agricultural or the biological. So we'll do that. Let's see that and all of that. Let's see. So all we got left is a few more basic processors and some engine basic motors, and then some small gears. So all this stuff can be thrown back into the machine to finish off our processing. So we'll drop that on our way. See what we're missing to continue our basic processors. See what we need for motors. But yeah, this storage container, I happen to transfer a lot back and forth. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to disconnect this, and that way everything just stays in here, and it'll drop down here, and then I just have to move stuff up. So that's where I'm spending a lot of my time right now, is moving stuff from one to the other. So pure silicone, we could take that. And looks like that's what we're missing, is pure silicone. So while we're here, let's look at the motors and see what we need for the motors. So it's circuit boards, basic capacitors, steel ingots, copper ingots. Okay. And then small gears is just steel ingots. So let's do the silicone, I think is what we're lacking right now. Pure silicone to finish those off. So let's change this up to pure silicone, and that's contaminated silicone. I think we have a few of those in there, so we'll run that one out. Don't think I have anything here for contaminated. Let's go ahead and run. Well, let's keep the gold going. Going back and forth. That's what's great, is like you can make that change and it's not going to matter. You'll need the supplies for this one anyway. So all right, it does look like we're all done. So let's go ahead and collect these. I think what we need is just 6. Let's double check that for the biological. 6 of each. Okay. So yes, after we clean these up, then we'll be able to work on that on the next episode. So I think what I'll do is, while we're waiting on some of that stuff, and we'll clean this up. That. We'll go ahead and drop these plants off in the biological, and that'll give us a head start for the next one. And then it's just collecting the rest of the resources and then getting that done, and then we'll look at so for next episode we'll look at finish off the biological key. We'll activate Monolith 1, clear that out, and then we'll go look at Monolith 2 and then get a game plan for that on the next episode. So it'll be full. So yeah, let's see what we got over here on. If we have any more. We do. I think this should do us. Take that. So let's change this. We needed. Let's go ahead and do gears. Gears is going to take us a little bit. So we got a few steel here. So let's change this to steel. Change that to steel. Run through that steel scrap. We'll kick out a bunch of gears. Those are kicking out 20 at a time. And what do we need for the tech? We need 200. We got 59, so that's 141. So we need 141 here. Bring that up. That's 60, 75. I think we're out of steel in there. So we need this to do steel scrap. I should kick out. Here goes the steel. We need 141, that's 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we might be able to get everything on one here. Let's see. That's 100. Yeah, we'll have a nice episode for the next one. Monolith 2, I believe, is right there. So we'll go check that out. Go on a little excursion. We'll hop in a vehicle. We'll use that. So that's 60, 70. We'll put this here for now. And that should be enough for that. And then let's change this over to motors. So motors need steel ingots. So let's take that out. Put the copper over there. Needs that. Needs that. So steel will go in there. Motors will go down there. Sweet. And it looks like I have scrap metal in my inventory for whatever reason. So let's drop that in here. Nope. Hold on. All the way back. Let's drop it in here. There we go. And that'll go through. Let's pick up the motors. Getting close, people. Getting close. We'll go back in here. I have to watch my health. I'm almost out of charge. But we are getting there for sure. I hope you guys are enjoying my JunkPunk Let's Play. I enjoy it. Again, I think this is very reminiscent of some of the games that I play. I've been thinking about like trying out some other games. If you guys have any suggestions, leave those in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I love trying out new games. But yeah, should be a lot of fun. So, oh, you know what I did? Dropped that earlier, and I didn't pick it up. So we're gonna have more processors. Oh, wow! Basic processors. Drop the motors in. So it looks like we're just missing what, 45 motors. But let's go ahead and drop some of this plants over in the biological. Get those out of our inventory. So let's do that. Let's do that. Do that. And that one. And that one. What's going to take a while is creating these buckets. We already have, I think, 5 buckets, and we can put water in those and bring those over and then do those. But I think it'll be good to finish off the biological. We'll have a split screen where this AI in here will talk to us, and then we'll come out here, we'll watch. It's over there behind the rock, I think. Yes, I think that's it. So we'll watch that take off and open up, and yeah, be lots and lots of fun. So let's put these here, and it looks like we need copper to come through. So let's get the copper to come through, because we need to finish off the motors. So we need copper ingots. And let's do this to copper scrap. And something is clogged. Let's see, what is this? Get that to go. I think I just threw that rubber through there, but and steel scrap needs to go. I think that's steel. There. Right. What are we waiting on here? Need copper. That. Alright, looks like we need to put some more of this. So let's just fill it up. Getting close. Getting close. And then I'll just run it through here. Like set it and forget it, right? Just let it run through. And there. And then the copper will get going again. And motors. And is that enough? Can't remember. We need 40, 45. We have 38, so 7 more. And there it is. All right. 48. All right, we'll let that run. I don't know that I want to do any more. So let's change this off of, I don't know. Just needed to stop making that. So we'll have to make that for that. We're short something anyway, so that's awesome. Now what we could do, we need gold, I think, for the next one. And what was the other one? We needed aluminum. Some gold aluminum. So let's have this. Do some aluminum. Okay, and yeah, let's do it that way. Because it'll ask for the spools. So the aluminum should start stacking up, right? What's going on here? So we need aluminum. And aluminum is coming from electronic scrap. We'll run that. Awesome. All right, let's go finish off this tech key and then call that for this episode. We'll go ahead and collect stuff for the next episode, come back, and then we'll unlock and then move over for Monolith 2. So let's go ahead and finish this off. Fun. All right. In there. There we go. Motor. I dropped it. Motor. And all right. Activate constructor. Grab the tech key, and then we'll keep that for the next episode. So with that, we have our tech key. So yay. And then we'll finish off the biological. So not much left there. Should be pretty simple. And then we'll go activate this whole monolith and should be a good time. So thanks for joining me for our episode 3, JunkPunk Let's Play. Big strides today. We did get the monolith key, so I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, yay. So, all right, guys. I'll see you in the next time. And remember, be creative.